Hi guys, we're back again. We've obviously done a 360 back round. Just up towards Swanley is quite bad now as well. Just seen a couple of gritters go down the other side. So gritters are out. I know we spoke about gritters earlier. If there's any children in the room, like I said earlier, it's way past your bedtime, so if you leave, ask your mum to tuck you in, that'd be great. Seem to have had a dump in here a little bit, but as we get further down to just down by Paddock Wood, people saying Tunbridge Wells is quite bad. I'm just going to bring this down to something sensible. So no naughty one today, just me on my lonesome. Been around lots of parts of Kent today, mate. Today we've done quite a bit over that way. A lot Bluebell Hill, like I said, is still closed. So there is no left lane or right lane really at the moment. It's just whatever lane there is. You can see. So I'm just going to cross over to this bit. That looks like it's not really better. So like I said, there is fresh snow laying, and it is laying fast. Suicidal, mate, but honestly, the page, there's too many trolls joining. They've obviously got something better to do with their time. And just to make it clear, is it an essential journey? Yeah, I think it's essential because it's about letting people of Kent know what's going on in and around their community. Like I said last night, I don't have to justify what I do it for a living. I've done it for a long time. I'm very successful at what I do. You know, I appreciate lots of people support this page and they follow us and they share our stuff, and that's good, and that's why we continue to do it. But we're not going to tolerate just trolls, people that are just trolling. So as you can see, let's bring up our map here. This is the M26, so this is where the M26 joins the M20. So it's obviously moved, this weather front's moved. Obviously, I appreciate people are saying Tunbridge Wells, Faversham, that's getting quite a big hit tonight. A lot of stuff in Tunbridge Wells. People are saying a lot of roads are ice rinks. Looks like that guy, those guys in. We had to have a little cull yesterday because there was lots of children that were on here way past their bedtimes. just for people that are interested. We don't use a phone to stream. We don't use anything like that. We've got an onboard camera. We've got 2 onboard cameras that are mounted, that we don't touch. We don't try and focus or anything else. So like I said, fresh dust in the snow now, and it is. I guess it is more than powder. It is a big dusting. They're like the 249s. Like, we know the gritting guys. A couple of gritters commented on our page to say that they were up there all last night trying to keep it clear, and they did. It was quite successful. A few crashes on the 249 this morning towards Sittingbourne we went to. Earlier this morning, obviously Wilmington Street was closed. Sorry, Wellington Street was closed. Right, so for people talk about gritters, just above, I don't know if you can see ahead, you can see the yellow flashing lights. The gritters are out and about. Like it's doing 229 that sort of way, Westmoreland. So this looks like this is going. There is a gritter there, guys, if you can see it. There just for you to show you the gritters. He's spreading and gritting at the same time, looking at this. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't put the location. It is the M20 that we're on. Spreading his salt. He's not ploughing, he's just spreading at the moment by the looks of it. So people were asking about the gritters, there they are. Well, there's one. Ploughing, we're in the smart bit at the moment, aren't we? Smart section of the motorway. Just go along and show you what he's doing. He is ploughing. These are the specialist types of gritters, and they got something else in the tanks as well. It's a wet grit, isn't it, as opposed to just straight gritting. I think there's a specific name for it. Tell you what then, Paul, can somebody delete Paul for us? Let's see you later, Paul. When I'm stuck. Somebody said I'm stuck. It'll be spreading soon. We're going towards Maidstone, guys. We've been to Ropham. Honestly, children, please, this is an adult only conversation now. We have said this, and somebody will be going through the comments, and we will be removing you from the group. You could be on the bad boys lists. Taking it nice and easy down here. Yeah, we'll let the lorries overtake. Yeah, there's still some of the lorries are still going 65 mile an hour. Into the lighted section again. This is down by the, this is the A20 229. We'll have a look up. What we'll do is we'll come up with a grit and we'll have a look, see what the state of Bluebell's like. We'll just come over this way. There's another lorry. We'll come up on this bit here. So we'll take you up Bluebell. Well, we have to float in the middle at the moment because there's no grit on that lane, is there, child? This looks like this is going to go and do. This is coming up at 6. So whether or not this is going to go down Bluebell, I don't know. This grit looks like one of the highways, guys. KCC have got theirs, haven't they? They're the guys that made the song. Maybe that's why they weren't out. Maybe they were doing a rehearsal. They shut Bluebell because it is horrific. It's worse than it was this morning. We're back to 1.5 now, so obviously a lot of the stuff that's laying is freezing. You've got to remember, last night obviously there was rain early on. This is just pure snow falling now, and obviously the road's cold enough for it to obviously really. What car am I driving? I don't know. Who's asking that, guys? There's some comments coming up on the screen. So yeah, it doesn't look like he's doing it. It just looks like he's doing the primary routes of the M20, which is good. Trying to keep this M20 open and flowing, I'm guessing. The M2 was a bit naughty. We'll try and cut across to the M2 and do another live stream from there. If you guys want, if you give us a thumbs up, we'll ask the guys monitoring this where you want us to go. If you got some areas that are bad that we're not talking about that you think should be being mentioned, then let us know. I mean, that poor guy, the electrician, this morning with the van. We were going down to cover the 6 car. We'd just come back over from Sittingbourne, that sort of way, and the poor guy, purely by fluke, we were in the right place at the right location when that van caught fire, and that was like really sad for the guy because there was nothing you could do. He was just totally engulfed in flame, and because of the 6-car pile up down at Bluebell, that sort of hampered emergency services getting to that job. What about Detlin? I'm sure Detlin is proper laying here now. It's quite. So being told, we've just been pinged a message that we can read on board. It's turned around. It's in case you see gritters are going back and they're now reloading to do another grit and another load. Parts of Bluebell look like it's open, but the other part where the police were, it looks like a grit has been up there to grit. So the roundabout's open, but the bit coming out of Maidstone still remains closed. That's right, Lord Louis roundabout. That's, I've just seen it on a sign down there. So the Lord Louis roundabout part, that bit's you can go down and then go back up. But going across, they've closed that. Kent Police have closed that. We put some pictures out. So those pictures that were put up from earlier, that was the live stuff from earlier. We're told that the heater, we were told, obviously there was a couple of coming back to the van, and people are asking how the van, there's a number of things floating around. One was where his van heater for the windscreen overheated, and the wiring, obviously where the engine got too hot because obviously there was a lot of snow, and where he didn't keep the van clear from the snow, obviously that engine compartment heated up and the wiring melted. So like I said guys, if there's roads that you think that we're not mentioning that we should, that are worth having a look at, put them on the list. Up on there's a post on there at the moment with Bluebell on it asking what roads, you know, don't just say all the roads in Kent because it doesn't make any sense, you know, not all the roads are impassable. Couple of days I think they're going to be a bit treacherous. I know a number of schools, Westmoreland and all that, they've closed a lot of schools there just purely and simply. I know they're closed in lockdown, but even for essential worker children, they seem to be all being told to stay at home. I think this is just going to do the, I don't think this is going up to 249. Yeah, no, this is just doing this. So what we'll do guys is we'll have a look around for some other naughty routes, moody routes. We're going to come off here because it's 249 now. I don't think that's too bad because that's been managed very, very well by there's a couple of dedicated gritters that have been on it, and I mean they have been on it. We're going to probably lose the light as we go up, but we'll have a little go and see what it looks like for you guys. By the looks of it, there's only one lane that's safe and passable. I think they need to cut the wagons to go up there and clear some of this snow. Coming up to people that probably know Kent really, really well. It's coming up towards Detlin there, up towards Jade's Crossing, Detlin Hill. So obviously we're on the Sittingbourne Road, just merging into Detlin Hill. Space in front just in case it needs to do anything or can't do what it wants to do. I know parts of Sittingbourne were really bad this morning, and out towards, we went over Sheffy Bridge, that was bad. So there's critter going down there, but there's a tractor going there on the other side. One of the old KCC tractors. We saw a mini digger. We're getting word that the M20 is quite bad as well. So just coming up past County Showground there, obviously that's how they're doing their COVID testing. I don't know, I did see, I did follow the wires, or there was some lines put out that a lot of COVID testing centres were closed due to obviously being, they just couldn't get to them. I know the one over in Sittingbourne, they were scraping the roads this morning. Venture over it. This bit seems to be the naughtiest part. There's a lot of snow gets blown the other way, doesn't it? So just coming up by the Shell services there, down towards the M2. Just going to ease off on the old gas there. So there's more snow. This isn't coming off the hills, this is coming out of the sky, so. Seems to be laying, even though despite the fact that it's gritted, it seems to be laying again. Like I said, this is currently the 249 down towards the 20, so towards the M2, sorry, so the M20 behind us, M2 in front. Lucky escape there, driver the other day down there. Rolled his car and ran off. Just trying to keep away from that edge because it is a bit icy. It's a day trip round. It's a tour around Kent, guys. UK NIP to DT, are you receiving? UK NIP to DT receiving. Just going up towards Hucking there. I'm driving into the store, but I feel sorry. There's a lot of Arctic guys out, isn't there? A lot of guys from Kent Police are saying they're pushed all hands to the pump. They're just going from job to job to job, from where people aren't driving to the conditions. Have a little sneaky beaky round. I always forget the name of this roundabout. Where are we today? It's the town. If you go back, where are we? Oh, come on. I can't remember. It slipped my roundabout. The name of the roundabout has slipped my name. Slipped my head. So we're just going to try and find out if there's snow in other parts. This is this roundabout, the name that I can't remember. Oh, people. There's another Morrison's lorry in front. I think it's a DC over or something, so a distribution centre. It's got shit that's roundabout. It begins with an S, I can't remember what it was. Stop. So you can see on the outside lane it is quite thick and it is laid. Have a quick Google down here and then I don't know what Shep is like. In case you see we haven't gritted this part because we've gritted down. Stockbury roundabout, that's what it was. I finally remember Stockbury because this is Sittingbourne roundabout down there, isn't it? Coming up. It's out towards Key Colt Hill, that sort of way. A couple of crashes down there this morning. guys, we're going to come off for a bit. We're going to come off for a bit because I need to speak to the happy wife, just to let her know I'm alright. And we will come back to you shortly when we might travel. We might go over Sheppey, Minster, see what that's like. So. Take it easy in this lane, it's a bit naughty around here. We'll come off for a bit, guys. We'll let the children go to bed and make sure mummy's tucked you in, and we'll come back to you guys shortly.